Abyss, emergency override now. Sector 710s are impossible. Equipment's melting, but sensors say 22 degree. Shadows are moving through walls, radiating heat with no source. My skin burns, but there's no damage. Doors to B12 won't respond. System is rejecting all my codes. Deep claw marks appeared overnight on reinforced steel. Something's here with me, not human. If you find this log, don't believe what they say. The truth is worse.
Error. Communication terminated. Signal lost.
Maya, my dear, it's been far too long since we last spoke. How have you been managing with everything? I've been thinking about you.
Professor Walsh, what a wonderful surprise to hear from you. I was just thinking about my university days recently, actually. The late nights in the lab, all that coffee.
Those were good times indeed. The entire geology department still misses your brilliant mind, you know. Your research on tectonic patterns was truly groundbreaking work. Thank you. That means so much coming from you. Sometimes I really do miss the academic world, but life had other plans for me, I suppose. Which actually brings me to why I'm reaching out today. An unusual opportunity came across my desk. That made me think of you immediately.
Oh, really? What kind of opportunity are we talking about?
Pacific Energy Corporation needs an experienced seismologist for a deep-sea research station assessment. The compensation is quite exceptional, but there's a significant catch I should mention.
Deep sea research? That sounds absolutely fascinating, but honestly, a bit intimidating too. What's the catch? You've got me curious now.
The position involves complete isolation underwater for several months. We're talking about a station located at incredible depths, with very limited communication capabilities.
Months completely isolated underwater? That's intense to think about. I'd be lying if I said the idea doesn't make me nervous, to be completely honest.
I completely understand your hesitation, especially given everything you've been through. The Argentina earthquake took so much from you, and I worry about you being down there with only your thoughts for company.
The isolation doesn't scare me as much as you might think, Professor. Since losing my family, being alone has become almost comfortable in a strange way. Sometimes the quiet is easier than being around people who don't understand.
I just want you to be careful, Maya. The scientific opportunity is remarkable, but your well-being comes first.
Could you send me more details about the project? I'm definitely curious about the scope. And thank you for thinking of me. It really means a lot that you still consider me for these opportunities.
Of course, my dear. Here's Dr. Reeves's direct contact information. But please consider carefully before committing. The timeline seems unusually rushed to me, which always makes me nervous.
I will, Professor Walsh. I promise I'll think it through thoroughly before making any decisions. Thanks so much for reaching out and for always looking out for me. It means more than you know.
Anytime, Maya. You were always one of my brightest students. Take care of yourself.
Dr. Maya, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Reeves from Pacific Energy Corporation. Professor Walsh informed me you might be available for our deep sea project.
Yes, thank you for reaching out directly. The position sounds incredibly interesting.
We require comprehensive structural integrity assessment of Deep Station Alpha. The station sits directly above a massive geothermal vent system we're evaluating. These are the complete station schematics and safety protocol documents. The station has been operational for 3 years, but needs current seismic analysis.
The schematics look incredibly detailed. What would my primary responsibilities include?
You'd work alongside our station mechanic Rico, assessing vent stability for energy development.
What about communication schedules and emergency procedures? The depth concerns me.
Daily check-ins with Agent Voss, our surface coordinator, are mandatory. Emergency protocols are detailed in Section 4B of the documents I sent.
The compensation package seems more than generous. I'm very interested.
Approximately triple your current rate, plus significant hazard pay.
I'll need to review the safety documents thoroughly before committing.
Understandable, but we need someone on station within the week.
That soon? What happened to the previous assessment team?
Standard crew rotation with personnel changes. Nothing to worry about.
Well, pending my safety review, I'm very interested. This could be the breakthrough I need.
Excellent. Welcome to the team.
Hey there.
Voss just informed me we're getting a new seismologist. Finally, some actual human company down here. Been solo for 2 miserable months. The silence was starting to make me talk to the equipment.
Hello, Rico. Yes, I'm currently descending in the transport submarine. Should be docking at the station in approximately 30 minutes. Looking forward to meeting you and getting started with the assessment.
Awesome. Just a heads up, though. The docking systems have been acting weird lately. We've had some strange glitches nobody can properly explain. Like this monitor in the control room just spontaneously cracked an hour ago. Was perfectly fine during my morning systems check, I swear.
That's definitely unusual equipment behavior. Have you reported these issues to Agent Voss for analysis?
Voss keeps blaming deep-sea pressure fluctuations, but I've been down here long enough to know better. This feels different than normal pressure effects. Something's off.
Well, it sounds like we have something to work on and solve ASAP then.
Anyway, I'll talk you through the docking sequence when you get closer. The autodock has been unreliable, so we'll do manual override.
Manual override? That makes me a bit nervous, if you don't mind me saying. I'm trained on basic submarine operations, but I'm no pilot.
Don't sweat it. I've guided dozens of docks through worse conditions. Just follow my instructions exactly, and we'll get you settled safely.
I trust in your expertise, Rico. Thank you for the guidance.
And honestly, I can't tell you how relieved I am to have someone to talk to. The silence down here can really get to you after a while.
I understand. 30 minutes until docking. I'll be in touch.
Welcome to Deep Station Operations. Dr. Maya, I'm Agent Voss, your surface coordinator. All communications and operational directives will flow through me during your assessment period. Rico, please provide Dr. Maya with the complete station orientation immediately. She needs full operational familiarity by end of day today. No exceptions.
Already on it, boss. Maya, check your main display screen right now. This is the full station layout. Your private quarters are in Section B near the lab. Life support, communications, and emergency systems are all centralized here in control. Pretty straightforward once you get the hang of it.
Thank you, Rico. The schematic shows significant damage on several exterior access doors. Is this damage current or from previous operations? These look like deep impact marks.
Most of that's just normal wear and tear. From the extreme pressure down here, the metal fatigues in strange ways at these depths. Nothing to worry about.
Dr. Maya, your primary focus should be the seismic assessment of the geothermal vents. All other activities are secondary to this primary mission objective. Understood?
Understood, sir. I plan to begin installing my monitoring equipment tomorrow morning. The vent activity appears more intense than initial reports suggested, actually.
I can help you with the equipment setup. I know this station like the back of my hand. Plus, it gives me something useful to do besides routine maintenance. This is where we'll be spending most of our time. Control room's the heart of everything.
You must check in with me every morning at 0700 station time, without exception. Missed check-ins will trigger emergency protocols and potential mission termination.
Understood. I'll make sure my communications are operational for the morning check-in.
Don't worry, I'll make sure you're up in time. The morning alarm is impossible to sleep through. Emergency procedures are pretty standard. Seal sections, get to safe zones, wait for help. But honestly, if something goes really wrong down here, well, let's just hope it doesn't.
I've reviewed the emergency protocols in the documents. They seem comprehensive.
Excellent. Begin your assessment tomorrow. Voss out.
Rico, you need to see these initial thermal readings from the vent system. I'm getting biological signatures out here that don't match any known database entries. The life forms appear completely transparent, like living glass moving through the water.
Oh yeah, those are the glass squid. Pretty amazing to see up close, right? They're one of the few species that thrive at these insane pressures.
They're absolutely breathtaking. But my instruments show they're leading my drone deeper into the trench, and should I be concerned about this behavior pattern? They seem almost intentional.
Definitely don't let them lure you too far into the trench abyss, Maya. They've been known to lead equipment into inescapable areas. It's not good.
What do you mean, inescapable areas? Have you lost equipment this way before?
We've lost 2 exploration drones that followed them too deep. Never recovered either one. Just vanished from tracking systems completely.
But the thermal signatures are showing patterns that almost look intelligent. Like they're communicating through heat patterns. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, that's your cue to reel the drone back to safe distance. Trust me on this one. The deep trench does weird things to both equipment and perception. There are currents down there that can trap anything that goes too deep. Better to be cautious than lose another $250,000 drone, you know?
Just a few more minutes of observation. The data I'm collecting is unprecedented. The thermal patterns are forming what almost looks like language.
Maya, seriously, pull back now! I'm not kidding about this! Last time we lost a drone this way. The replacement took 3 months to arrive.
Okay. Initiating return sequence now. But we need to discuss these findings. This changes everything we know about deep sea life.
Thank you. Now let's get that expensive equipment back in one piece, yeah?
Dr. Maya, I need to provide you with important operational context about Deep Station. There are documented psychological challenges associated with extended isolation at these depths. Previous crews have experienced pressure-induced paranoia and shared hallucinatory episodes. The medical team calls it abyssal psychosis. It's quite common in these environments.
Rico seems perfectly competent and mentally stable from our interactions. How far? Just understandably lonely after months alone down here. That seems normal given the circumstances.
The symptoms can manifest suddenly and without warning, Dr. Maya. The previous station mechanic, Davis, developed severe sleepwalking episodes during his final weeks.
Sleepwalking? Can you explain that better? What happened exactly?
During one such episode, he nearly compromised critical life support systems. We had to emergency evacuate him for everyone's safety. It was quite dramatic.
That's concerning. But Rico has been nothing but professional and helpful so far. His knowledge of the station systems has been invaluable already for my work. Maintaining professional objectivity is exactly why we selected you for this assignment. Your scientific detachment will be crucial. For accurate assessment of both the station and personnel, I understand the concern, but I really don't think Rico is showing any concerning signs.
Keep detailed notes of any unusual behavior patterns you observe, both in the station systems and in personnel. This is standard corporate protocol.
I'll maintain my scientific objectivity, but I trust Rico's assessment of station operations. He clearly knows this environment better than anyone else could.
Just remember what I've told you. Document everything. Voss out.
Maya, you awake? I need to show you something from last night. It's honestly terrifying me, and I don't know what to do about it. The security system recorded me, but I have zero memory of any of this.
Good morning, Rico. What's going on? You sound really distressed.
Check this thermal footage from corridor cameras. Around 3 a.m. station time. That's me walking around. But look at the thermal signature following me. There's clearly something else there, but it doesn't show on regular cameras at all.
My God. The thermal pattern doesn't match any human physiology I've ever seen. It's rating at temperatures. That should be impossible for biological life. Are you sure this isn't some kind of equipment malfunction?
I woke up this morning in the mess hall, with no memory of how I got there from my bunk. And the security timestamps show me in 3 different sections simultaneously. How is that even possible? I'm only one person!
That has to be some kind of timestamp glitch. In the security system, being in multiple places at once is physically impossible, Rico.
I'm genuinely scared to go to sleep tonight. What if I damage something critical? Or hurt someone during one of these episodes? How do I protect the station from myself? When I'm not even conscious? This has never happened to me before coming down here, I swear.
We should consult the medical database. For sleep disorder protocols, there might be environmental factors affecting your sleep cycles. The pressure, the isolation. It could be causing parasomnia.
But what about the thermal thing following me? That's not normal sleepwalking. I saw the readings. That heat signature was over 200 degrees.
Keep calm. We'll figure this out together, Rico. Let me analyze this footage more carefully and compare it with my seismic data.
Please hurry! I don't know how much longer I can handle this. Every time I close my eyes, I'm afraid of where I'll wake up.
Everyone, I need you to see this thermal analysis from last night's security footage. The patterns in Rico's sleepwalking episodes, how consistent anomalous heat signatures.
I still can't believe that's me walking around. And what is that thing following me? The thermal readings are off the charts. Nothing human could survive that heat.
Environmental anomaly detected in Sector G. Temperature fluctuation exceeding 47.3 degrees Celsius. Alert. Reading exceeds maximum safe parameters. Structural integrity may be compromised.
Abius, please clarify that temperature reading. 47 degrees would indicate boiling conditions.
Reading confirmed through multiple sensor arrays. Thermal sensors indicate Sector G at 121 degrees Celsius.
That's absolutely impossible. I was doing maintenance in Sector G 30 minutes ago. It was completely normal temperature and conditions then. This makes no sense.
Clearly a sensor malfunction or system glitch. Run comprehensive diagnostic protocols immediately. This is exactly the kind of pressure-induced paranoia I warned you about, Dr. Maya.
Diagnostics complete. All sensor systems functioning within normal parameters. Additional finding. Unauthorized system intrusion detected. Source unknown.
This can't be sensor malfunction. The pattern is too consistent across different systems. I'm documenting the same thermal anomalies Rico reported during his episodes. There's a consistent pattern emerging that defies conventional explanation.
Secondary alert. Multiple temperature sensors now reporting impossible readings throughout station. Readings include absolute zero and stellar core temperatures simultaneously.
Something fundamental is wrong with our environmental reality down here. This isn't psychosis. The data doesn't lie. We're dealing with phenomena that shouldn't exist. Agent Voss, I've made a disturbing discovery in the station's archived files. There are hidden directories containing logs from a researcher named Victor. His final communications describe thermal entity encounters, identical to what we're experiencing. The patterns match our current readings exactly. Same thermal signatures, same anomalies, and the timestamps correlate perfectly with documented system malfunctions.
Victor was part of the previous assessment team that suffered collective psychosis. Those files contain delusional fabrications from minds under extreme stress. I warned you about the psychological effects of deep-sea isolation, Dr. Maya.
But the data is identical. How could two separate crews hallucinate the exact same thermal patterns? There's more. You told me the previous crew was safely evacuated. Victor's logs clearly state they all died down here except him.
You're beginning to show the same isolation stress symptoms as previous personnel. I strongly recommend you get some rest and avoid further archive diving.
My mental health is perfectly intact, Agent Voss, but I'm increasingly concerned about the discrepancies in your official reports. The evacuation records don't match the personnel logs from that period, and the damage reports show patterns that look nothing like pressure failures.
Focus on your seismic assessment and leave historical records to corporate archivists. Your safety and mental health are our primary concerns right now.
GeoCorp has been conducting unauthorized psychological experiments on station crews. You've been studying the effects of these entities on human minds. You knew about the thermal entities from the very beginning. You've been sacrificing crews to study how they interact with human consciousness.
Dr. Maya, your oxygen levels are critically low, and it's affecting your cognitive functions. You're not thinking clearly or rationally right now.
Victor's final warning was, don't trust them. And he meant you and the corporation. I'm going to expose everything if I make it back to the surface.
I'm sorry you've developed these paranoid delusions. Focus your remaining energy on surviving until rescue can arrive.
Why are you ignoring my questions? Answer me truthfully for once. Voss, why did you stop responding? I know you're still monitoring this channel. Answer me, you coward. Rico, you need to see what I found. In Victor's personal files, I accessed his hidden research partitions, and the truth is horrifying. The walls of his quarters are covered in equations and desperate warnings.
Oh my God! What the hell was he working on? Those symbols don't look like any math I've seen. What do the warnings say? Can you read them clearly?
Most are about something in the walls, and repeated warnings about don't trust them. He kept detailed video logs, too. This one from his final days is absolutely horrifying.
He's screaming about thermal entities moving through solid matter. That's exactly what we're seeing! And the them he keeps warning about? I'm certain he means corporate leadership.
Look at this. Victor believed the geothermal vents weren't natural formations. His notes suggest he thought they were ancient artificial structures.
Artificial? Like intelligently designed by someone? That's insane! But it would explain the impossible thermal patterns we've been documenting.
Exactly. And we're seeing the exact same phenomena he described, right before the official reports claim he went insane. The patterns are identical, Rico. We're reliving his final days.
Wait, hold on a second. I just noticed the camera. In the corridor outside, my quarters moved. It's pointing directly at my door now, when it was angled down the hall before.
Are you sure? Maybe it's just maintenance or a system glitch.
No, I'm sure! I'm covering all the cameras in this section now. I don't know who's watching, but I'm done being their lab rat.
We need to understand what really happened to Victor. The corporate reports are clearly incomplete, or completely falsified.
God help us, Maya. If they're willing to cover up whatever happened to him, what are they willing to do to us?
We stick together and document everything. If we both have the same data, it's harder to dismiss.
I'm starting to think we might not make it out of here to tell anyone. But if we don't, at least we'll know we weren't crazy.
We're not crazy, Rico. The data proves we're not crazy. Now, let's figure out what Victor discovered. Before they silence us too, major seismic event. Reading 6.7 on the Richter scale from the vent system. The thermal signatures are spiking to levels I didn't think were physically possible. This isn't normal seismic activity. The patterns are all wrong.
Multiple life support system failures. Oxygen scrubbers are offline. Hull integrity compromised in sectors D through F. Emergency protocols activated. The pressure doors aren't sealing properly. We're losing atmosphere fast.
We're monitoring severe weather systems topside that prevent any rescue operations. Estimated minimum 72 hours before we can attempt extraction due to hurricane conditions.
72 hours? Our oxygen reserves won't last that long. Under current consumption rates, we need immediate evacuation options. There has to be something you can do.
The damage patterns don't look like normal pressure failure or seismic damage. They appear deliberate, like someone systematically sabotaged the weakest points. Look at these conduit fractures. They're too precise to be random.
Warning. Multiple critical system failures. Oxygen levels at 68% and dropping rapidly. Hull breach detected in Sector E. Emergency containment protocols initiated. Error. Containment failure. Atmospheric loss accelerating beyond calculated rates.
The seismic activity is continuing at unsustainable levels. If we don't get emergency support, this station won't last 24 hours.
I'm trying to manually reinforce the breached sections, but the damage is spreading. We're losing atmosphere faster than I can patch it. With the available materials, the metals are bending in ways that don't make sense. Like they're softening.
Maintain calm and follow emergency procedures. Help will arrive when weather permits. Conserve oxygen by limiting movement and staying in secured areas.
Conserve oxygen? We have hours, not days. This is a catastrophic failure. The thermal readings are showing the same entity patterns. From Victor's logs,
I can feel the heat through the walls now. It's like the station is breathing. The shadows are moving again. Different this time. More solid.
Critical. Multiple environmental sensors reporting contradictory data. Temperature sensors offline in sectors B, C, D. Pressure readings mathematically impossible. Unauthorized access to core systems detected. Intrusion source, station interior.
We're not just dealing with equipment failure here. Something is actively attacking the station.
My hands. They feel like they're burning, but there's no visible damage. I need to check the... What was I doing again?
Rico? Are you okay? You're not making sense.
The lights keep flickering, and I keep hearing whispers from the vents.
Stay with me, Rico. We need to stay calm and focus. Panic will only get us killed. I don't care what's happening outside those walls. We hold this position until rescue arrives.
The weather front's still stationary. No change to the rescue timeline. Hold your position and conserve resources. Wait further instructions.
Maya, something is seriously wrong with me. And it's getting worse every night. The sleepwalking episodes are lasting longer, and I'm waking up in stranger places. This morning I woke up in the engineering bay, with my hands covered in grease and metal shavings.
Rico, breathe. Tell me exactly what happened this time.
The CO2 scrubbers. I think I was the one who damaged them during the night. Look at the tool marks. They match my maintenance kit exactly. And now my messages keep getting corrupted mid-conversation. It's like something else is trying to type through my interface.
What do you mean, corrupted? Show me what you're talking about.
Don't trust this through my, Several line 2U5. W3 Renzo TL 0 H3.
What? Rico, is that you typing that? Answer me. If you're there, say something. Anything. The system shouldn't be responding on its own.
See? That wasn't me. I'm losing control when I'm unconscious. Fighting for control of my hands. I can feel it pushing at the edges of my thoughts. Even when I'm awake now.
This is terrifying, Rico. We need to find a way to secure you during sleep cycles. Maybe we can lock your quarters from the outside. Set up some kind of alarm system.
You need to stay away from me completely during night cycles. I can't be responsible for what might happen. If I hurt you during an episode, the oxygen calculations are grim. We have maybe 48 hours maximum at current consumption rates.
Oh God.
I ran the numbers 3 times. We're running out of time and options. If I keep damaging life support during these blackouts, we're both dead.
We'll figure this out together, Rico. You're still in there. I can see it. Don't give up, okay? Whatever's taken hold of you hasn't won yet. Just hold on a little longer. I'm not leaving you behind.
Am I? Sometimes I'm not so sure anymore. The dreams are getting more vivid. I keep seeing Victor's face in them.
Keep it together, Rico.
He's trying to warn me about something, but I can't understand the words. Just stay safe, Maya. Don't trust me after dark.
I'm not abandoning you, Rico. You hear me? No matter what's happening down here, I'm staying with you. We've come too far. Survived too much to give up now.
You might not have a choice. I can feel it taking over right now. G3T, 0T, Guetian L3, U, STL, G4N, N0S43, PL4C3L3F.
Rico, answer me.
Critical system failure. Primary oxygen production offline. Reserve oxygen at 53%. Life support compromised in sections A, C, and E. Immediate evacuation recommended.
I've managed to seal the most severely damaged sections, but atmosphere leaks are accelerating. The escape pods. We have a serious problem. Only 1 pod remains functional. The other 3 have been systematically sabotaged.
Sabotaged? By who? And when could this have happened? We were just down here yesterday doing maintenance checks.
By me, I think. During my blackout periods. The tool marks on the panels. They match my kit exactly. I don't remember doing it, but the evidence is right there. I'm so sorry, Maya. I don't know how to control this anymore. Look at the control wiring. Someone knew exactly which systems to disable.
Alert. Unauthorized access to core life support systems detected. Intrusion source. Station interior. Security protocols compromised.
So we have 1 functional escape pod, and 2 people who need to evacuate. We need to make an impossible decision about who takes that pod.
The pod only has life support for 1 person for the ascent duration. There's no scenario where both of us make it to the surface.
There has to be another way. We can't just sit here and wait to die, Rico. Maybe one of the damaged escape pods can still be repaired.
I already checked it. The damage is too extensive. It would take days with proper tools. We have hours, Maya. Maybe less if another system fails.
Oxygen reserves now at 49%. Consumption rate increasing due to atmospheric leaks. Estimated time until critical levels. 42 hours, 17 minutes.
Wait, I'm getting another system alert. The remaining pod's life support capacity just dropped to 68%. Something is degrading the systems even as we stand here.
The thermal entities, they're spreading faster than before. Everything they touch warps or overheats. Metal, circuitry, even the air itself. Temperatures spike instantly, then drop like nothing happened. They left the systems unstable.
I need to go check the pod systems manually. Maybe I can stabilize the life support. Just stay in the control room where it's safest, okay?
Be careful, Rico. And remember, we're in this together.
Warning. Multiple entity signatures detected near escape pod bay. Thermal anomalies increasing in intensity. Structural integrity declining.
God help us. Whatever this thing is, it's watching, waiting, learning from every move we make. Maya, we need to have a difficult conversation about the escape pod situation. We can't avoid this discussion any longer. Not with the oxygen levels dropping like this.
I know, Rico. I've been dreading this moment all day. The silence and tension, the feeling that something's closing in. What are you thinking? We can't afford impulsive decisions right now. We need to stay calm and be rational about this.
I've been thinking about nothing else all day, and I've reached a decision. You should be the one to take the pod tomorrow morning. It's the only thing that makes sense right now.
What? No, that's not fair to you. We should draw lots or find another solution. There has to be a way we can both survive this. Maybe we can share the pod?
You have people waiting for you back on the surface, Maya. People who still believe you'll make it home. Don't let this place take that from you. I have nothing up there anymore. My ex-wife took everything in the divorce. My daughter hasn't returned my calls in 6 months. You actually have a life worth returning to.
Rico, don't say that. Your life matters just as much as mine. I can't let you sacrifice yourself like this. We'll find another way.
My decision is final. You're taking the pod at 600 station time. Get some rest tonight. You'll need your strength for the ascent.
I can't accept this. There has to be another option. Something we've missed. We're not out of choices yet, Rico. There's always a way.
But Maya, there's something else I need to tell you. Something I should have said a long time ago.
And that is? What is it, Rico?
Actually, never mind. Forget I said anything. Rest well. Just kidding about everything I just said. I'm taking the pod myself.
What are you doing, Rico? You can't be serious.
You understand, right? Months of complete isolation down here. I can't face being alone again, while waiting for rescue that might never come.
Rico, wait! Don't do this. We can talk about it.
Pod launch sequence initiated. I'm sorry, Maya. This was the only way to give you a chance. The systems are locked. You can't stop it now. Please, if you make it to the surface, tell my daughter I loved her.
Rico, answer me. You can't just abandon me down here.
Goodbye, Maya. Try to survive until rescue comes. I'm choosing to save myself for once in my life.
No! Please, Rico. Come back. Don't leave me here alone. Rico, please answer me. Please don't be gone. Agent Voss, emergency! Rico just took the only functional escape pod. I'm completely alone on the station, with critically failing life support. Oxygen levels are dropping fast and multiple systems are failing.
We're tracking Rico's pod ascent now. That's strange. The pod reached the surface, but our recovery team reports it's completely empty.
Empty? That's impossible. I watched the launch on security cameras. He was definitely inside when it departed. I saw him through the viewport.
The pod is intact, but there's no sign of Rico or any occupant. Our team is conducting a full search pattern of the recovery area.
How can someone just disappear from a sealed escape pod during ascent? That makes no sense whatsoever. He had to be in there.
Rescue operations for you are being prioritized. But weather conditions remain severe. Stay calm and conserve your remaining oxygen.
I'm starting to see things, Voss. Thermal signatures that look like human figures. They look like my husband and daughter. From before Argentina.
Oxygen deprivation causes increasingly realistic hallucinations.
They're calling to me from the corridors, telling me it's time to come home.
Stay in the secured control room and try to maintain mental clarity.
They're talking to me, Voss, telling me to join them in the warmth. It feels so real. More real than anything else right now.
Focus on your breathing, Maya. Stay calm and conserve your strength. Help is being organized as we speak.
My daughter just waved to me from the ventilation shaft and looks exactly like she did that morning.
You need to fight through these psychological effects, Maya. Don't let the isolation twist your mind. Stay grounded. Remember what's real.
They're not psychological. They're really here. I can feel the heat from them. The oxygen alarm keeps beeping, but their voices are getting louder. Why won't you send help, Voss? Why are you just leaving me here to die?
We're doing everything we can, Dr. Maya. Maintain position and await further instructions.
They're so beautiful and so warm. Maybe they're right. Maybe I should just go with them. It would be so easy to stop fighting. Abbess, give me current oxygen level readings, and estimated time remaining. I need to know exactly how much time I have left down here.
Oxygen reserves currently at 17%. Estimated time remaining 3 hours, 42 minutes. Additional alert. System corruption detected in multiple core modules.
What kind of system corruption? Be specific about the errors.
Error. Impossible environmental data readings. Temperature sensors reporting 273 Celsius in Sector B, simultaneous with 5,000 Celsius in Sector D. Multiple entity signatures detected moving through solid structural elements. Patterns do not match known physical laws.
The thermal entities, they're becoming more solid and defined as oxygen depletes. It's like they feed on the diminishing life force down here. I can see them forming in the corners of the room now. They're getting closer.
Warning. Entity presence detected within control room parameters. Immediate evacuation recommended for personnel safety.
Evacuate to where, Abyss? There's nowhere left to escape. The entire station is becoming their territory. They're in the walls, the vents, everywhere.
Recommendation. Secure position and prepare for possible rescue. Hostile environment protocols no longer applicable.
They're not hostile. They're just waiting.
Critical oxygen alert. 12% remaining. Estimated time 2 hours, 18 minutes. Multiple life support systems now reporting complete failure.
It doesn't hurt anymore. The warmth is actually comforting. Maybe this is how it was always supposed to end. Alone in the deep, surrounded by beautiful, warm shadows.
Final systems assessment. Station integrity compromised beyond recovery. All personnel evacuation options exhausted, awaiting final commands.
Voss, I'm begging you for an update. Where is the rescue team? The oxygen is below 10% and I'm seeing things everywhere now.
Rescue is en route, Dr. Maya. They're dealing with communication delays due to weather.
You keep saying that, but you never give me specifics. What's their ETA? I found Victor's complete uncensored logs in a hidden partition. The truth about what GeoCorp has been doing down here is horrifying.
I told you before, those logs are delusional ramblings of a mentally compromised researcher. You're falling into the same psychological trap he did.
GeoCorp has been conducting unauthorized psychological experiments on station crews. You've been studying the effects of these entities on human minds. You knew about the thermal entities from the very beginning. You've been sacrificing crews to study how they interact with human consciousness.
Dr. Maya, your oxygen levels are critically low and affecting your cognitive functions. You're not thinking clearly or rationally right now.
Victor's final warning was, don't trust them. And he meant you and the corporation. I'm going to expose everything if I make it back to the surface.
I'm sorry you've developed these paranoid delusions. Focus your remaining energy on surviving until rescue can arrive.
Why are you ignoring me, Voss? I know you're still monitoring. Just say it. You're leaving me to die down here. I hope this haunts you forever.
Dr. Maya, this is Captain Miguel Torres of Rescue Submarine Triton. We're approximately 30 minutes from your position. What's your current status?
Captain Torres! Thank God. I didn't think anyone was actually coming. Oxygen levels are below 10% and dropping fast. I'm starting to lose track of time.
Just hang on a little longer, Doctor. I've executed dozens of deep-sea rescues. My team has everything prepared for your extraction and medical care.
No physical injuries to report, just extreme exhaustion and oxygen deprivation. The hallucinations have been intense. I keep seeing my family in the thermal signatures.
Completely normal under these extreme circumstances, Doctor. We'll have you stabilized and on the surface before you know it. I'm initiating final approach and docking procedures now. Almost there. Just hang on a bit longer. How's your breathing holding up?
I can see your lights on the external cameras. You're actually here. I was starting to believe I'd been abandoned completely. That they were just letting me die.
We would never abandon one of our own, Doctor. That's not how we operate. My medical team is ready for any contingency once we get you aboard. They're prepping oxygen and warm blankets right now.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. I was preparing myself to die alone down here.
Docking sequence initiated. We'll have you out of there in 20 minutes maximum. Just stay conscious, and keep talking to me until we're connected. Tell me about your work. It'll help keep your mind sharp.
The thermal readings, they were so beautiful until they started moving. Captain, are you sure the rescue is real? I can't tell what's real anymore.
I'm very real, Dr. Maya. My hands are on the controls right now. Focus on my texts. 20 minutes and this nightmare will be over.
20 minutes. I think I can hold on that long. The oxygen alarm just went off again, but I can see your sub getting closer.
Almost there, Doctor. Just a few more minutes now. Stay with me.
The submarine has successfully docked. I can see it through the viewport! They're here. I'm heading to the docking bay now. Oxygen's at 4%, but I'm gonna make it. Once aboard, I'm exposing everything, Voss. Wait, something's wrong. It's completely empty. How is this possible? I just watched it dock.
I always win, Maya. Always.
What have you done? Where is Captain Torres? What was that submarine?
The data we've collected from your experience will revolutionize our understanding of human consciousness under extreme duress.
You can't just leave me here to die. Answer me! Voss? Voss, answer your damn comm. Please, someone, anyone. Don't leave me alone down here. The thermal figures are everywhere now. They're so beautiful and warm. My family's here. They're welcoming me home. It doesn't hurt anymore. The warmth is so peaceful. Tell Rico, I understand now why he wanted the warmth